won our first, the first Olympic medal for women's rowing back in 2000. There'd been no Olympic medals won by women's rowing for Britain before that time. And now, people coming to sport now kind of get stunned by that because it's almost quite common now. Olympic medals are everywhere for Great Britain. It's brilliant, piece of cake. And it really is the women that are performing consistently, repeatedly at the top level. That's had a massive influence, and like Miriam was talking about role models, they have a huge influence on kind of going right the way down to the grassroots and the clubs and the all different age groups, because they see what's possible. And the great thing is, for all the massive international global success, every single one of those athletes, started off as a novice somewhere. Whether it was a club or whether it was a university or a school, everyone starts off somewhere, and vast majority, if not every single person, doesn't start off picturing the Olympics. That's not what you aim for when you start off. You start off because you start with your friends, or it runs in the family or whatever, and you aim at those domestic regattas. That becomes your world, and that becomes the big thing. And when I started rowing up in Scotland, and we did all the kind of Strathclyde Park and those, and then we sort of branched further out, and then to come down to Henley Women's Regatta was seen as kind of, for us, the big international and the big step up. And you get a lot of confidence from racing at when we came down and raced at Henley Women's Regatta, it's when you kind of, there are so many clubs from all over the country who come and race here, and you get a lot of confidence from taking that on, because you can get used to a certain part of the country where you can race and be successful there. You want to come somewhere where you get domestic crews, international crews. It's a really respected standard of racing. If you can come and kind of show the skills here and do well here, then you're onto a good thing. And that's when I think people then step up to actually want to do bigger and bigger things. But you see the success because you have top international crews coming now, and that's what's changed as well.
The most important thing about Henley Women's Regatta is to create a really, really great experience for the rowers that come to race, okay? And that's really, really important, whether that be the facilities that we deliver, the friendliness and supportiveness of all the volunteers that help at the regatta, that's the quality of racing that they get, the fairness of racing that they get, and to be able to enjoy the event, whether you are a winner or whether you're a runner-up or whether you've just come to Henley Women's for the first time. It's really important that our competitors have a really great experience. The next thing is then, obviously, the regatta is growing, so we want to be able to deliver a great spectator experience for spectators that are likely to come, but also the additional competitors that will come. So we're looking at creating additional space for that, and to create a great spectator experience, and we're looking to sponsors to come on that journey with us, because we have a wonderful demographic of people that are part of our rowing community, are the spectators that come to watch, are the parents, are the friends, are the colleagues of everybody that's racing. And last year we, with our partners, Unique Media, we were able to televise the regatta on our website, and so people were able to watch it throughout the world. So we're reaching a great spectator experience all the way around the world, as well as those that come to watch. So that's what we're looking for the future, and we'd really welcome any partners that would like to come and be part of that, because they will really enjoy the experience and they will get a lot out of it, whether it be increase business or whether it be just coming and being part of such a wonderful event with inspirational women such as Katherine.
And yourself.
And myself.
And yourself.
And myself. So, for example, last year we had York City. It was their 150 years of the club, and we had one of the club crews had won 2 years ago at Henley Women's, so they came back and they did a row over, and they had a big reunion and tea and everything together on the Sunday, which was really nice to be able to do that. And so we'd like to see more of our crews that have won coming back. If they want to do something special, we can help them do that. And also the other side is being guardians of the regatta and being the inspirational role models for the young that are rowing there now. And 50% of our crews that enter are actually schools or universities. And for many of them, looking up to winners of Henley Women's and successful women in international rowing, that's a real goal for them. So it's great to have those inspirational role models that are part of Victrix. And it's a way of being part of the sport, giving back to the sport, but enjoying having been in the sport, which is fantastic.
I think it's really important, the more and more I've worked in women's sport, is to keep those connections, and you get so many benefits from it, and sort of support networks, and I just, my whole career I've been so lucky. I've met so many inspirational women, really, really inspirational women, very charismatic, dynamic, driven individuals, and you get them together, you get them in a room, and you kind of feel all the world's problems could be sorted. And being a member of Victrix, you keep that connection, you keep that enthusiasm, you kind of have that, if you ever need it, if you ever want it, if you ever want that support and that reunion, whatever it's going to be, it's just there.